Hey guys, it's Heretic from 759 and it's November 7th, 2020. And in this video we'll go over king skills and options and settings and all of that fun stuff that you get when you become king or queen. Okay, so here's the email that you get once you are named king. Thought I'd show that. KVK is over. It's either transferred to you, or if you are the R5, rank 5 in your alliance, you automatically get it. And then you have an hour or 2 hours to actually transfer that over to someone if you need to. And this time it just happens to be my turn. I'll show you kind of what you can see in Avalon. Alright, so you can look at the Hall of Kings and it'll show you from the very beginning, the date that the person became the king or the queen. And that's here as long as this, until a merge occurs. And at that point, I think this will all be wiped anyway. So this is the alliance of that the person was in when they became king or queen. Okay. So some of these things you can see at any point. You don't have to be king or queen. So you could look at the titles, for example, the knights and the fools, and see who it's been given to. You can see the packs that are here. This is always a real fun thing. You can also look at the history. So once your king or queen starts handing them out, you can see who gets them here in the history page. Right. And same thing, treasury. This kind of builds up as those 2 weeks that you're a king or a queen. This treasury kind of builds up, and you can actually hand these things out. So you can, and you can also see the history throughout time, like where they went. So you can see that this is Dragon. When he was king, he actually sent me 10 million food. Heretic, what did you do with that food? I don't know. I probably made some troops and then yeeted them away on somebody else real quick. So handing stuff to me is probably not a good idea because it's just going to get wasted. So yeah, this is all cool. You can see kingdom settings. So this is something that you can't see unless you are the king or queen. This allows you to give your kingdom a name, change the flag. Alright, it doesn't have every flag. I don't see Colombia in here. I don't see Venezuela. What do I pick? I don't know. Afghanistan, I guess. I don't know. Alright, this gives you the appearance of the castle as it appears over here on the world map. So this all goes with the world map. So if you look through, you'll see some kingdoms with goofy names. I don't know, I'm sure Thunderdome, that kind of thing. So you're able to go in and change that and change the way that your castle looks on here. So the thing that you want to do first is to go through and look at the castles you don't want your kingdom to look like. So I don't know. I kind of like this Japanese one's really cool looking. But I don't know what I'm going to go with. The flags are funny. I don't know what flag we'll go with. You can change the look of the castle. You can change the name. And you can change the flag that's associated with your kingdom once every 24 hours. So I hope that helps. Alright. So here we are right now. We have the Spanish flag. I think that's been up here since Dival was our king, was our queen, a couple times ago. So that was fun. right. Um, Occupation rankings. This is good during the battle. You can kind of see who's built up the amount of time, the occupation time, just in case, like during KVK, if your opponents have occupied um, your Avalon or any Avalon for a certain amount of time, you'd be able to see it here. And when the timer's up after 24 hours, if there's not a clear winner, it will go by who had actually occupied for the longest amount of time. So, yeah, that's cool. What have I missed here? Have I missed anything? I think we've got all that. So the other thing that you can do as a king or queen that you can't do any other place is use, and I haven't done it, so this is going to be kind of cool, but I've promised everybody that I'm going to be extremely annoying using, it's here somewhere, I think, there it is, this guy right here. So you can use this. So you can't do this if you're not a king or a queen. So you can say, okay, so you can type your message in there. You see how many characters you got. It's a little bit more than you would get on a normal message. These cost 2,000 gold per message. Lets kings with a stronghold level of 20 plus broadcast a message to all lords in all kingdoms. Right, like this one right here. I think my message is going to be a little bit better than, hi there, did you MFers miss me? But I promise, retired ALB, I will be more annoying than you these 2 weeks. So let's see what happens. So there we go. Let's see it. Here we go. Look at it. All right. There we go. I plan on, and I have 213k gold here. They're 200 apiece. I have a few already. I will at least do 100, let's say. At least 200k gold worth of messages over these 2 weeks. So hopefully I don't get banned for trash talking and being spammy, but it could happen. I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to give some suggestions. So what I'm actually going to do with these titles and with these packages is work with a group to kind of hand them out. Having it all come down to you when you become the king or the queen, it can sound fun, but you have to really think about how it's going to affect your kingdom. The goal that we have for all of us, right, is to have an active kingdom. In the end, if I go through here, if every king or queen, they become king or queen and they just hand this stuff out to their best friends are going to be the only people that are left. You need people you like, you need people you don't like in your kingdom. It's the only way you're going to have fun playing the game, right? The more people you have on your kingdom, the more fun everyone's going to have. Like, the more reason you're going to have to log in, whether it's to go out and kill somebody or, kill their castle, or to log in and talk to your friends, or to log in and build up, right? You have no reason to really build up if there's no one in your kingdom. right? How fun would KVK be even if you're 45 and have 12K stats? How much fun is that going to be if you're the only one who actually logs in to play it? Not much. I like I like being able to log in and just see, a stream of text in my AC. That's a lot of fun. It's not very fun to log in and no one's doing barbs, no one's talking, no one's, the portal and all of these other events and things that, well, yeah, after you do them 100 times, they're kind of boring. If you're not doing them at all, I mean, just what happens with the honor pass, right? So you're in a busy alliance, you're always getting those things done. It's making you get through the honor, the 30 levels of the honor pass pretty quickly. You have more chance of actually getting something good. And it looks like here you can see in this banner, retired ALB may be my competition these 2 weeks. We'll see. If anyone else out there, any other kings or queens, in any other kingdoms of KOA would like to compete with my ability to spam, I'd be happy to take that challenge. All right. So I hope this helps. I hope this shows kind of what you can do. And I mentioned the packs, right? So the other thing are these titles. These titles can be given away. I believe it's a 24-hour type thing as well. You can, I've done this before. You can give these away, and they last, once you give them to someone, it lasts for 24 hours. You can't take it away until the 24 hours is up, and then you can rotate it around to different people, which is what I plan to do. Like the last kings and queens here on 759, I've given them, they've kind of sat there with the same people, the good ones, the 8, and then honestly, the benefits that you get here, and that's not too bad, but they're not amazing. So what you find is people actually fight over these goofy ones, right? Minimal detriment to your playing ability here. But people really like these because they're kind of cool, like Lust. I'm the sloth. I'm the peacock or whatever. So people really like that kind of stuff. So they fight over it. So my plan is to rotate these around, all of them, the Fools and the Knights, over these 2 weeks, just to kind of give everybody a shot. What you want to do with your packages and your titles is you want to distribute them in a way that every alliance that actually participates in KVK and in the benefit of your kingdom gets a shot at getting something good. So we were looking at the packages. So the packages as you get here, you see we got 1 Conqueror, 5 Defender, and 15 Royal Support. The reason that we got this number is we only held our home. If we had won a second kingdom, we would have 2 Conqueror packs, 10 Defender, and 30 Royal Support. So that's one of the big reasons that you want to take multiple kingdoms. We will do that hopefully this next one that comes up. It is a lot of fun. It's not that hard. We could have done it today if you would have seen my if you would have seen the video that we just put out on our KVK event. You'll see that our marches were a little goofy and we kind of messed that up, and then we just kind of, well, we'll just hold home this time. We're good. But we had the stats. We actually probably had more troops than them. We could have won it if we would have really pushed for it. So we'll get it next time. So let's quickly talk about king skills. All right, and let's go ahead and allocate some resources, and let's give someone a title so you know how to do that. So to use your king skills, you go to the Great Hall. Right, you have several things that you can do here. You have black market contacts, which will exchange 3,000 royal coins, which we have 565,000 up here, and these will accumulate throughout the 2 weeks that you are king or queen. Okay? It will convert 3,000 of these to 300. You can do it 3 times a day. Don't do this. This is the worst thing that you can do. It makes you look really cheap and like you don't really represent your kingdom. Sometimes, especially in the beginning, you could have used a lot of gold on things and you just don't have a really good gold supply. In that case, use it a few times just to get you through what you need to do as a king or queen. Okay, so next is rapid training. Increases its training speed for troops up to the same total troop power that was lost during the most recent Excalibur battle. So this is the 300% buff. You want to save this for Thursday, whenever the training it's training day, right? So at that point, if you use your training to get back the power at 300% buff, you can actually get your speed ups that day on the limited daily supply, and you can. And as you build your troops, you will get rewards from the training day rewards. So definitely save your training for Thursday if you absolutely can. So we always now save this for right at server up that day. Server reset, kingdom reset. Force teleport. So this you can select, you can use it. And you can select anyone on the map and click them, and it will randomly teleport them to another place on the map. Alright, so attack ban. This one, same kind of thing. When you click use, basically you're going to get a little target, and you have to go find that player, so it's best to go ahead and mark them before you do this. Then you click them, and they cannot attack, I think it's for 2 hours. Or 30 minutes, I don't know. Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye, you use that and it allows you to find anyone on the map. So this one, especially early on when you have rogue players or maybe you're at war or whatever, as a king, people will always ask you, hey, can you find this person on the map? They keep attacking us, that kind of thing. You have to type their name exactly the right way for it to work. And then it'll find them on the map, you can mark it, then you can send the coordinates to whoever, or you can go in there and zap them. Alright, Troop Surge. Increases the training speed by 30%. So you can use both of these, the 300% and this one on the Thursday. Any troop training type things we save for Thursday. Age of Development. Because after your KVK, right now at least in the history of King of Avalon, the following week is the gold event that leads up to the Kingdom Raid, right? So each day has a different thing. So one day is going to be your Age of Development, which is going to be your construction speed bonus that you get for that day. So save it for that day. I think it's Monday. So it's the reset. Not the reset directly following your KVK event, but the following reset. Okay, guided recovery. You can use this right after KVK, or here, I'll go ahead and just use it. All right. So you can look in here. You can see the number of hours the cooldown is. I'm going to go ahead and use it once now. And so everyone will now be able to heal a little bit faster. We did take on some losses in this KVK, so that will help out. Prosperous Lands, 5% extra gold. Right. Land of Learning, same thing. You want to use it in your Kingdom Gold event. Resource Gathering, Kingdom Gold event. Recruitment Drive, your Thursday, which happens to be Kingdom Gold event, and it's your training day. You get your training speed ups, and you get the event too, so you get rewards for actually training a lot. Okay. So those are the different types of skills that you can use. All right, and you can go in here and you can look at the skill history. What's interesting is anyone can actually look at this, and over time. So if you see, your name on here, or a king has actually searched for you, or if you are a rogue player, you can go in and you can check this out too and see if the king is after you. If it's me, I am. Okay, so next. Now I want to give a title to someone. So we talked about the titles here. You have your fool and your knights. So let's go ahead and let's go over to the queen that was just before me. She actually brought the kingdom together. She's had some health problems. She's really the one I want to give a title to. Let's look at the titles and see what they do. Troop training speed up, upkeep, resource production, construction speed, research speed, troop training speed. That's a pretty good one. Troop attack, that's a really good one for someone who's fighting. Training cost and troop march speed for spirituality. March capacity, troop health for honor. Sacrifice is the healing speed and the hospital healing. She didn't take any attacks during this last one. Steel consumption if they're building armor, I guess. Equipment. I'm going to give her this one. Alright, so now I've given it to Daya. You can see this countdown here, 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 52 seconds. That is the amount of time it will take before I can actually give it to someone else. So now Daya, if I look on Kingdom Map, now has the little icon for the title, right? Isn't that cool? And if I wanted to change it, I could go to the next person, in 24 hours, which is Saint Blood here, and I could go over here, click it, and then give it to the other person, right? And it'll ask you if you want to cancel it. Yeah, you want to cancel it at that point, but you have to wait this 24 hours after you give it to one person. You can't just flip them and flip them and flip them the same day. You have to wait at least 24 hours. All right, same goes for the Fool titles, right? If you do have any questions about things that you can do as a king or queen, please let me know. It always will list it as a king. KOA doesn't give the ability to say, if it's a female character, call it a queen. Male character, call it a king. So everyone is a king in here. It's kind of, hopefully that's something that they're looking at to, as an improvement later on. But it is what it is. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments. This is Heretic on 759, and take care.